Yo, 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 it is your boy, Qstorm. What's up, and how's everybody doing out there? How's my YouTubers? Hey, I am out here in the staging lot of O'Hare, and today I am going to give you guys a little tutorial. This is for the beginners, as far as with how to do airport runs, okay? So yes, it's time to start making money, folks. It's time to start making money. So here's the tip, okay? Number one, you must make sure that your trunk is clean, okay? So always make sure your trunk is clean. You can have your own personal stuff in there, but just make sure it's not in the way. So this is how I show you how my trunk looks like, okay? So as you see here, my trunk is clean right here. I try to keep my trunk as clean as possible. I just keep the knickknacks out of the way. You see I got a few things, stuff, my personal stuff that I have around the edges around here. But in most cases my trunk is clean, so I'm gonna back up out of that. So make sure your trunk is clean, okay? Two, when you have a passenger with luggage, you want to make sure that you're getting out the car. This is like either when you're picking them up from the airport, or if you're picking them up from wherever they're at and taking them to the airport. When you pick up that passenger, make sure you're opening your door so you can get out, and if that passenger has luggage, you're putting that luggage in the car the way you want it in the car, okay? Make sure it looks nice and neat, because you're going to have the passenger, they're going to be looking at you. Not only are they going to be looking at you, they're going to look to see how neat you got in your trunk, because they will lower your rating if you have a messy trunk, okay? I remember my first time riding, doing rideshare. My outside of my car is clean. My inside of my car is immaculate. But my trunk, on the other hand, man, you opened up my trunk, I had so much knickknacks and stuff going in there, because I wasn't ready for airport runs as of yet. And I wasn't trying to go to the airport because I was kind of nervous, because no one really taught me. And I was doing Uber at the time, and like I said, nobody really taught me. And I done had a few people wanting to put their luggage into the trunk, and every time they opened it, I could see the look on their face like, wow, you got a junky trunk there. So it's always nice to keep your trunk clean, and and that you're out there getting that luggage for the passenger and putting the stuff into the trunk of your car, okay? Another thing is, when you step two is like when you're dropping a passenger off on their destination, whether it be at the airport, or if you pick them up and you're dropping them off to whatever destination that they're going to. Once you go to the place at that destination, make sure you get out the car, take the luggage out, and hand it to the passenger. Because and the reason why I say this is it's common sense, but I didn't see a lot of folks who that's done rideshare, and all they do is just sit in the car and they just let you put the stuff in there, and you're out there. That's the way you're out losing a tip. You might get a tip for a person, you just doing something small and simple as that, regardless of how big that tip is. You might get a tip as far as with taking that luggage out, or putting it in, just take care of the passenger. That's all I gotta say. Take care of the passenger. You pick them up, pick the luggage, you pick them up, you take the luggage, you put it inside your trunk, close the trunk, and close it, and wait for the passenger while he's sitting nice and ready in your car. Close the door after him. Be a gentleman or a gentlelady, whatever. And as you dropping them off, and like I said, at the destination, you open up the trunk, get the luggage out, hand it to the passenger, and just send them off their merry way. Okay. So, that's easy. No, I said 2. This is 3. Excuse me, folks. Make sure follow the rules and regulations at your airport. I think this is at each and every state, and it should be. You're supposed to have a chauffeur's license. So here, as you can see, this is mine right here with my mug right there. And this is my vehicle emblem and my TNP chauffeur's license, okay? Now, this thing right here is supposed to be displayed at all times. It's supposed to be displayed at all times in your right corner of the window where your Uber or Lyft sign is supposed to be at, okay? So make sure you have that located there at all times while you're picking up a passenger or while you're dropping them off. Now, I was at, the other day I was at Midway, and I was parked behind this gentleman, and investigations was around the area, and unfortunately that gentleman didn't have his emblem in his window. So the investigations guy got his information, and now he's going to court. So, you don't want to get that. I'm guessing, I think it's like a $200 or $500 fine, and you don't want that. So make sure you have that displayed at all times. When it comes to doing rideshare and hanging out at the staging lot, this is step 4. I think Lyft gives a video. I think it's a little bit, but it's a cartoon video, kind of detail of where to go and what to do. I don't recall with Uber. I think Uber's more like you have to read on what it is, how to go do an airport run. But Lyft is more, like I said, detail and cartoon. So I'm not the cartoon version. But I'm going to, like I said, here it is. Here's some other tips that will help you out as far as with the doing the airport run. Okay. So another tip: where do you pick up a passenger at the airport? Okay. Now, Midway. And I'm guessing this is at other airports. It could be different, but it's easy because Midway's a small airport. You go to the rideshare zone, and they only have it in Terminal 1 over at Midway, which I'm guessing in most states is going to be like that. They only have like one terminal. I'm not sure. I could be making it up in the other states. But I know with our 2 airports, Midway being the smaller airport, it's one terminal. Now, if you go to O'Hare, which is almost one of the biggest airports in the United States, they have 4 places where you have to pick up passengers. Okay, you have Terminal 1, 2, and 3. In between Terminal 1, 2, and 3, I should say, at departures, not arrivals, departures. Very important to pick them up at departures. You never go to arrivals, because arrivals is a spot where the limousines and the taxis, they go in that area. Rideshare, on the other hand, we're up on the level at the departures. That's where you pick up your passenger, okay? And there's going to say rideshare loading zone. So this is what it looks like. And that's where you pick them up, and that's where you wait, and that's where you pick up your passenger, okay? And like I said, 1, 2, and 3 at O'Hare. in between 1, 2, and 3, the loading zones at O'Hare at departures. Now the only but the fourth place will be Terminal 5, which is the that's international. Now you do not pick them up at departures. This is a little twist. You pick them up at arrivals. And when you do pick them up at arrivals, you don't pick them up just anywhere. They have a loading zone too for rideshare. So make sure you go down when you're going to pick somebody internationally at the loading zone Terminal 5 that you are going to the loading zone, okay? Because you will get fined if you're not going to the right spot, okay? So those are some good tips for you guys, you know, doing your first airport run. It's not hard. Once you get a hang of it, it's actually quite easy, and it's quite fun, and you know, and it's profitable. So I do a lot of airport runs, and you boost your money up real quick. So I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love it. Okay. Also, when you're another thing about doing airport runs, when you're waiting at the staging lot now, O'Hare is like we all know, O'Hare is the bigger airport compared to Midway. So at O'Hare right now, you know, it's raining and drizzling over here. There's not that many cars here, so but this airport always stays busy. So I might be here maybe 15 or 30 minutes. So that's why I'm over here shooting this video now. But like I said, it always gets busy, and this parking lot gets full to capacity, to the point where you'll have people park. They'll double park, triple park. You know, they're parking on spots where it says no parking allowed. You got to be careful with that. You got to stay in your car at all times, because you don't know when that tow truck guy is going to be coming around and, you know, getting ready to tow your car, you know, and this, you know, you don't want to be spending that money. So always be alert and always be in your car. You know, if you're not in a parking spot and you're parked outside, or you're double parked or something like that, you got to be careful, because you will get towed. Okay. Another tip. Now this is a real good tip, and this happens to me all the time. Now I don't know what network you guys have. Me personally, I have T-Mobile. Okay. And T-Mobile, I've been with them for years, but I'm sorry, you guys suck when it comes to out here. And you have all these cars out here trying to do the same thing what you're doing. They're out there in the queue, waiting for their turn to be that one to go pick up that passenger from the airport. Now, my thing is this. You have a lot of obstruction. You have planes flying over you back and forth, and you have all these cars with their network, trying to get a signal. Your network will go weak in here, and sometimes you might lose a signal. There are times where I've been in this airport, plenty of times, where I've lost a signal, and I could be number 15, and then all of a sudden my phone say you lost your network. Now I'm back all the way down to up to 150 or something like that. So in order to don't waste your time, make sure that you have your windows open. Okay, it's that simple. Just have your window open, because your car is a big obstruction too. And the best way to get a signal is just something as simple as that. Just have your window open so you can get that signal. Yeah. So you won't lose your signal. So those are some of the things that you need, those are some of the tips that are good as far as with doing airport runs. And just be careful out there, have fun. I like sitting here, I like reading my books. If there's another tip that you can do. You know, you can make sure you have a book with you to read, or you got some type of podcast to listen to. You can do that. Bring something that you can do that's, you know, always be productive. Because you're going to be sitting in here probably about an hour, maybe 30 to 15 minutes or so. But, you know, you won't be sitting here that long. But when you do sit here and you know, don't just be looking at your phone and waiting for that, you know, waiting to see that ping, because that can be, you know, kind of stressful. Find you something to do. You can sit here, you can go here, relax, you know, relax until that ping goes off. Or you can just read a book, or you can just, you know, I don't know, like I said, listen to a podcast. But anyway, this is Qstorm, and man, I didn't want this video to go this long, but it looked like it already has. So, but I want y'all to have fun, make money, and please like, please subscribe, and peace.